Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. In today's Pick a Card reading, we are looking at your March 2025 Love Insights. Once you choose your card, you can find the timestamps below, which will take you directly to your reading. If you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is also linked below. Spirit, we are looking at March 2025 Love Insights. Can we have a card for pile number 1, please? Can we have a card for pile number 2, please? Can we have a card for pile number 3, please? Pile number 1, you have transformation and the coral flower. Pile number 2, you have ascend and the purple flower. Pile number 3, you have birth and you have the yellow flower. Please take as long as you need choosing your card or cards, and I'll see you in your readings. Hello, pile number 1. You have the coral flower, and this is your card. So your card is transformation, and you have number 33 here. So I feel like you're going through a huge transformation that is getting you ready to meet your soulmate, getting you ready to meet your special person, your life partner, your future spouse, or you're already in a relationship and you two have gone through some pretty significant difficulties, but you've worked through those difficulties and you're in the process of kind of restructuring, reconfiguring your relationship, however you want to word it, right? But you're coming back together with the 33 here. So there's definitely coming together with someone else, whether this is a new person or, an existing relationship that you had, really difficult things to work through. No matter what scenario it is, there is hope, there is healing, and there is, renewal and a great sense of, I'm just getting like a great sense of hope overall. So let's go ahead and look at your other cards and see what's going on here. Okay. What can you tell us for pile number 1, please? We're looking at March 2025 Love Insights, please. So we have the spider and passion flower with creative ingenuity. So definitely, it seems like there was something that had to be worked on, okay? With the spider web here, this didn't happen overnight, okay? I mean, it could have, right, with the spider, but when we're thinking of the spider web and your situation with the transformation, okay? I'm seeing something that took longer than just overnight. So this was a process is what I'm trying to say. This was a process. And it really has transformed the landscape. Okay. So this area here would look completely different if the spider hadn't woven the web, right? And that's like the metaphor that I'm saying with the landscape looks completely different. So I feel that this is either work that you've done on yourself. So let's say if you're single right now and you've gone through this huge transformation. So maybe you've leveled up in your life, you've gotten to a place in your life where you're feeling pretty good about things, you've maybe you worked on yourself. Maybe you think that you got your appearance looking better and now you're ready to go out there and meet somebody. And I say think because, I think everyone is beautiful in their own right, but maybe there were things you wanted to change about your appearance, right? So, anything like that. And so that could be what's going on. It could be that you finally healed from a past relationship and you've, gone through that painful but necessary healing process, and now you're ready to meet someone new. And so that kind of indicates this weaving of the spider web here. And it could also be that you had to get creative in your current relationship and try to work out those kinks in the relationship, work out the difficulties that you are going through, find a better way of communicating, releasing certain things that were no longer needed. But with this being number 2, it's, makes me think of the High Priestess in the tarot deck. And with the spider web here, it makes me think of like finding the answers to something, completion with something. So being ready to move into something, like the next phase of something. So getting ready to meet someone or ready to reconnect with your current partner, spouse, whatever you want to call it, okay, whatever your situation is. Okay, so here we have the horse in bluebell with modest fortitude. Yeah, there's definitely movement forward. Okay, there's faith, there's hope, there is promise here. Okay, I'm feeling like you didn't, again, this keeps coming back to me. You didn't get here overnight. This took a lot of work, a lot of time, a lot of dedication. There's a huge transformation going on here. So I feel that for most of you, something's been going on that you had to work through. You had to maybe fix certain things. But this is also indicative of a huge transformation that's about to come into your life. So that could be someone new, or that could be a huge transformation in your life with someone that you're already with, okay? And Spirit is saying, keep going forward. All the hard work that you've put in so far is going to pay off. And basically, don't give up hope, okay? Because you're in this transformation. You're kind of like at that in-between phase right now, okay? What else can you tell us for pile number 1, please? March 2025 Love Insights. Acceptance. Yeah, this is basically what I've been saying. So if you're single, if you went through a difficult relationship before, you had to come to acceptance, you had to come to closure so that you can move on to something else, so that you can, enjoy spending time with someone again. You needed to release something, you needed to heal, you needed to move on and come to a place of, okay, that happened. It was bad, it was difficult, it was painful, but it's time to move on. Same thing if you're already in a relationship. There may have been some painful things that you had to work through, certain things maybe that you need to accept about the other person so that you can move forward, okay? So maybe you don't want to end this relationship if you're already in a relationship here, and there are certain things that either happened in the past that you need to accept and release, or certain things that you just need to accept about someone. Maybe, maybe the other person needs some time to themselves every day, and maybe that makes you feel, like you're being rejected or something like that. And maybe in order to stay in this connection, you just need to accept that this person needs to go meditate for 30 minutes a day. You know what I mean? Something like that. Obviously that's not going to be for everybody, but it's that kind of thing where it could be something that you can accept, work through, and move on. We have grief. Yeah. So with grief, I'm definitely feeling like there was something that needed to be worked through. Whether you're single and you needed to let go of something from the past, you needed to accept it, you need to move on. So definitely healing of the heart, I feel here, no matter what your scenario is. I feel that if you're in a relationship, there could have been something that someone said that was painful, okay? Something that you needed to talk about so that you can let it go. Does that make sense? Okay. I also get here that for some of you, you may have been feeling lonely, okay? Maybe some of you kind of accepted that you're just going to be alone in your life and you're not going to have a partner in your life, and then all of a sudden someone shows up and changes that, okay? Or maybe you were looking for, your life partner and you weren't finding them and you were feeling very, very lonely here, and then all of a sudden they show up. So there's definitely changes that are happening. I feel like you might not necessarily see the full extent of the changes yet, but you're going to very soon. Okay, let's see what your tarot cards say. We're looking at March 2025 love insights for pile number 1, please. Ace of Cups, I love this for you. Okay, the Ace of Cups is a new beginning, it's renewal, it's safety. Okay, anytime I see the flower and the lily pad, I always think of safety. Always, always, always think of safety. You're being protected. There is effort being put into something. There is long-term effort being put into something. So if you're already in a relationship and you've had difficulties, I feel like you're both putting in effort, okay? I feel like it's different from both of you. Like you're offering different things to the other person, but you're both putting in effort, okay? And I feel that this is a great sign for you to move forward. And if you're single, I feel like you're going to be meeting somebody who's going to be putting in effort into you, into your relationship, into like something long term. Okay, that's what I'm feeling here with the pentacle going in the cup. It's like somebody investing in you, investing in your relationship, wanting to transform this relationship into something really special. And if you're, in a relationship with somebody already and everything has been going great, then what I see here is that it's just going to get better. Okay, I feel like there may be an offering. So maybe an offering of, let's take that next step. Let's move in together. Let's get engaged. Let's, invest in property together or something like that. Okay, maybe children would be on the way for you. So yeah, definitely this is an absolutely positive sign for you. Okay, we have the Ace of Wands. It's so interesting because look how you have the snake here going toward the wand. So there's definitely, absolutely transformation happening here on multiple levels. 2 tarot cards so far and 2 aces so far. Okay, so your first 2 tarot cards are aces. That means that there's change on multiple levels coming in for you. An emotional level, feeling connected to someone, okay, feeling like you want to connect with someone, going into a new phase, okay, accepting that one phase is over and going into a new phase. So, whatever it is, it could be anything that I mentioned earlier, accepting that one thing is over and allowing yourself to blossom into something different, whether you're single, letting your guards down, accepting that if you want to continue with someone special, you need to let the guards down. You need to accept the past and move on. If something happened in your relationship that was very painful, you need to accept that it happened and move on so that you can go from this transformative process and transform into the butterfly, right? So whatever it is, if you've had a positive relationship, and like I said here, you're going to be taking the next step, or, you know, doing something exciting in your relationship, whatever it is with the Ace of Wands, I feel like you're going to be, like your attraction is going to be renewed with this person, or your attraction to someone is going to be renewed, right? So maybe you haven't been attracted to anybody for a while. Maybe you've been taking time to yourself. Someone's coming in, you're going to be very attracted to this person on multiple levels, on an emotional level, an intellectual level, physically, you're going to find them attractive, all of those things. And, you know, with the Ace of Wands, there's a bridge here. Can you see that? There's a bridge, and then there's the house, lots of greenery. There's the bridge right there. So definitely, you know, crossing over from one phase to another. You have multiple symbols in this card showing transformation, okay? And then we have the Knight of Wands. So yeah, a lot of passion. There's going to be a lot of passion for this relationship. Definitely on like a romantic level, a physical level, but it's beyond that. There's a sense of wanting to move forward with this person, and a sense of excitement, a sense of kind of letting go of walls, letting a guard down, feeling excited again. Okay, so maybe you haven't been ready to date anybody for a long time, and then you meet someone and you have that excited feeling, and you're, you know, really excited about where this connection is going. It could be that you have, you know, this renewed connection with someone, or, you know, you've been in a great relationship so far and you're taking those steps to transform your relationship into that next level. So multiple things could be going on here, but it's definitely positive. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. I mean, look at your cards. You have 2 aces and 2 knights. So definitely change is coming in. You're moving in a new direction, or you're continuing to move forward with somebody, but it's like it's bringing in some kind of new commitment, okay? Some of you may start out saying, you know what, let's just see where this goes. We're having fun right now. Let's just see what happens. Let's not take it too seriously. And then it starts to transform into something quite significant, something that's going to end up, you know, something that's going to end up going for a long time, possibly a lifetime. There's safety, there's security here. It's like, I don't want to leave your side. You know, we're in this together. Let's do this. Let's do life together, right? Definitely exciting times coming up for you. A lot of excitement, a lot of commitment. Okay, like we work through our problems. Let's stay together. Let's do this. Let's, you know, we got our passion back. We got our spark back. Let's keep doing this. Let's go forward. Let's both stay committed and dedicated to this relationship. Look, you have the 2 of Cups. Okay, so what I see with the 2 of Cups, there's, like I just said with the Knight of Pentacles, you know, there's a progression here. The Knight of Wands into the Knight of Pentacles. It's like with the Knight of Wands, it can be very passionate and you can get swept up in that passion. But then what happens when you come back to life, right? So it's kind of like, you know, you go on vacation and you're all excited and then you come back to reality, right? So you first meet somebody and you're passionate and it's exciting and it's fun and it's new. Same thing if you worked through some differences here in your relationship and you get that spark back and it's exciting, it's new. Well, then what happens when you come back to reality? Okay, well, what I see happening when you come back to reality is commitment on both sides. Dedication, commitment, finding your special person, or working through difficulties with your special person and moving on. See, what I'm seeing here is this transformation with, you know, the butterfly emerging from the cocoon. That's what I'm seeing here. So a lot of growth, a lot of, I just keep hearing commitment, okay? Whether that commitment is marriage or commitment to be exclusive, commitment to work on your future goals together. There's definitely commitment, and there's moving away from some kind of grief, some kind of problem that was going on here, or some kind of loneliness. Here we have the Six of Pentacles. So, okay, there's a few things I'm seeing here. One of the things that came to my mind is that for some of you, there could be a proposal coming up, because the first thing that flashed through my mind with this person on one knee here made me think of a proposal, okay? That's not typically what the Six of Pentacles necessarily talks about, but that's what I'm seeing here, especially with the scales of justice. I mean, the Six of Pentacles could talk about that, but I don't get that too often from the Six of Pentacles, but definitely this could be proposing something. You know, like I said, it doesn't have to be marriage, but it definitely could be, especially with this card. But it could be, you know, let's take that next step, whether that's, you know, being exclusive, moving in together, getting engaged, getting married, having children, whatever it is. There's definitely wanting to move forward, steps forward. There's also balance coming in. So, like, let's say if you've really worked on yourself over here, you've up-leveled your life, and then you meet somebody, I feel that this person will be on your same level. This person will, like, balance things out in your life, okay, in a good way. Like, this person is not going to tip the scales in a negative way. It's going to be a positive addition to your life, something that's going to enhance your life. If you've been in a relationship for a little while and you decide to take some steps forward, you're moving in together, you're getting engaged, what I see happening here is that it's going to bring you closer together. Okay, and it's kind of the same thing. If you had difficulties in this relationship, you've worked through them. You got the spark back. You know, you've gotten through this up here. You got the spark back. You're dedicated. You're moving forward. You're reconnecting, and you're finding balance. Okay, so definitely a lot of positive things are happening for you. Here we have the Star card. This is an excellent card. In general, all around, but especially with your reading, especially everything that we've been talking about. So if you've had difficulties in this relationship, this is healing, okay? This is going beyond a commitment and a reconnection. This is actual healing. Which, remember I talked about healing with your very first card here. So definitely a sense of peace, a sense of healing. You have the peacock here, and you have the butterfly that's going to emerge here. So a lot of like transformative things, a lot of things like transforming into something really beautiful, no matter what phase of a relationship you're in, okay? This is also your dreams coming true. So if you thought that at some point you might need to let this relationship go, but you really didn't want to, but you didn't know how to fix it, okay, things are being fixed here, and your dream is coming true to stay together, okay? The Ace of Cups and the Star card, there's renewal, there's cleansing, there's healing, there's a realization that this connection is too significant to let go, okay? So yeah, great card. We have the Two of Swords. With the Two of Swords, I definitely feel like there was a time when you felt stuck. You felt like you didn't know what to do. You felt like maybe there was a decision to be made for some of you. So this is coming to an end, okay? You've gotten the spark of an idea on how to fix something. With the Two of Swords, you have met someone, and this kind of standstill, wondering if you're ever going to meet your special person, is coming to an end. Maybe you had to make a choice to stay or leave someone. And then you took some time, you thought about it, you accepted what happened, and you've moved on, okay? Whatever the scenario is, this is really representing the transformation card here, where you're not a caterpillar and you're not a butterfly yet. You're at that in-between stage. And so this is, this was necessary. For one reason or another, what's going on with you personally, individually, because it'll be, slightly different for all of you. This had to happen, but what you did here, the hard work that you did here, whether you were leveling up on a personal level, whether you're working on this existing relationship, or whether, you were taking things slowly with a new relationship, whatever you did here, it's paying off big time for you. Oh my gosh, now you have the Ace of Swords. I mean, you have the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Swords. And this card here is making me think of marriage, okay? The crown and the flowers here, I'm seeing marriage here. Okay, I'm getting something about the impossible or the unusual, something like that is being done here. So maybe you thought you'd never find your person, and you did. So there's a great sense of clarity of like your future moving forward. Because maybe your life was kind of on hold a little bit because you wanted to get married, you wanted to have children, and you were like, well, where's my life going? I don't have these things yet. Okay, so there's like a sense of clarity about that and about your future moving forward. Same thing if you're having difficulties in a relationship, there's clarity, there's communication, there's renewal. There could be renewal of vows, okay? And there could have been also a time where you had to figure things out. Maybe someone said, hey, let's move in together. And you were like, whoa, that's kind of fast. I need to think about this. The Two of Swords, maybe you thought about it. And now with this house in the background here, you're ready to move in together. Okay, whatever it is, there is a sense of things coming to light. The clouds, the fog clearing, things are making sense now. I do get a sense of growth and healing here as well, and a sense of power. It's like, like with the Knight of Wands, it's like, you know what, I've thought about this and I'm ready, let's go for it. Okay, so definitely a great sense of power here. The King of Swords, things are making sense. I'm getting commitment here. I'm getting cutting through things that you can't see, cutting through the darkness, bringing things to light. Things are making sense. Really, I'm just getting like commitment, almost like this. For some reason, I'm feeling like this is like someone officiating a wedding. So commitment on a higher level, commitment to take that next step, commitment to a lifetime together, commitment to continue working through your problems and your differences. Okay, that could be what this is also. But it's definitely, I feel like the communication is key here. So I feel like you're both open to communicating, whether this is meeting someone new or you've been in a relationship for a while. This is someone who communication is key, and I feel that that's going to be very important for you. And so it's important to communicate that with someone else as well. Like, hey, we need to talk, we need to work through this, or, let's make sure we're on the same page before we move forward, that kind of thing. The Two of Wands, yeah, I believe earlier I said there might be a decision to make. Okay, so it's like, am I going to stay or am I going to go for some of you, right? Others of you have that proposal, right? So are you going to say yes or are you going to say no? There's options here. So definitely, like when I look at the Two of Cups here above the Two of Wands, I get this feeling like these two people are talking about, hey, what do you think if we move in together? Or hey, what do you think if we get married? That kind of thing. And it's like, it's yes or no, right? So there's some kind of decision to make. You've had difficulties, and if you've had difficulties in the past, it's like, okay, are you going to stay or are you going to go? Are you going to work through it or not? Are you going to stay committed? If you've been single for a while and you're in this transformative process, it's like, okay, am I ready to meet someone or am I not? You know, what is my next step? Where do I see myself going forward? So definitely there could be a choice to be made here. But I feel like you're going to make the right choice. And I feel like it's going to be a really positive experience. Now, here, it might have been a little bit painful, you know, definitely because you have acceptance and grief here. And this process could be messy. This process could be something that really changes you, whether this was you going through this, preparing you for a new relationship that's coming in, or if this was transforming your current relationship into something much, much better. Okay. So here we have the Three of Swords. So definitely what I see with the Three of Swords, especially being below the Six of Pentacles, is something that was very painful is coming to an end. So, okay, you have the Three of Swords and you have grief and acceptance here. So if you're in a relationship and there was something that happened that was very painful, okay, I see someone here apologizing and meaning it, okay? I see someone saying, I'm sorry, please forgive me. You know, I won't say that again. That won't happen again. I will put more time into our relationship. Whatever the hurt was, I see that being fixed. I see someone being very genuine. So they're doing that part. And then your part in that circumstance would be acceptance, letting it go so that you can move on. Okay, maybe you've been very, very lonely with this Three of Swords. Remember I said this transformation is painful, right? Can be painful. So going through maybe a past relationship that was painful, or maybe, you know, someone left or someone, you know, something happened here that you had to accept, you had to move on so that you can go into this new relationship with someone. So, you know, that could be why we have this kind of contemplation here and choice to be made here, because it's your choice. Do you want to hold on to this or do you want to let it go no matter what the circumstance is? So, you know, ultimately it's up to you if you want to hold on to something that was painful, that was messy, that was, you know, kind of detrimental to you or your relationship. But what I'm seeing here is that what you want can definitely happen. You have the Star card here. So whether you're single, in a relationship, at the beginning of a relationship, I feel a time of loneliness is coming to an end if you choose. And there's more of a connection that's happening here. So that is your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe. And if you ever want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is linked in the description box below. Thank you so much. Hello, pile number 2. You have the purple flower. And this is your card. First of all, I love how this purple flower matches your card so well. Okay, another thing that really, so you have Ascend here. Another thing that really caught my eye with color here is the blue and then the staircase. And so I'm feeling like something might be appearing out of the blue. So since we're looking at your love insights, I feel like you might be meeting someone out of the blue. Okay, so meaning unexpectedly, all of a sudden you meet someone who matches everything you've been looking for, right? And now you're taking these steps forward with them, moving forward with somebody. It seems quite magical, okay? So I feel for some of you, you might meet out somewhere at some function or some event that has a chandelier, okay? I'm just seeing that for some of you. Okay, it could be some kind of celebration. It could be you meet at a wedding. It could be, you know, out at a restaurant somewhere that has a chandelier. There seems to be something with this chandelier that is, or it's not really a chandelier here, but it reminds me of one. So just keep that in mind. Yeah, I feel like there's taking steps forward, whether you're just meeting someone or if you've already met somebody. I feel like taking steps forward, feeling like feelings of magic, positivity. This could even be getting married, since this is like, you know, the traditional white dress here. It makes me think of that. So definitely, it seems like positive things are going to be happening for you in March. Oops, let me fix that for you. Okay. What else can you tell us, please, for pile number 2? We're looking at March 2025 love insights, please. The fox and ivy with adaptability. And this fox looks so happy to me. So adaptability, I feel like things flow easily with adaptability. It's like things just kind of work and you don't have to think too much about it. It's like things just kind of happen, things kind of flow. So definitely some of you could be meeting someone unexpectedly. Others of you are in a relationship and you're saying, you know, let's take that next step, let's move forward, and it just works. It's like you don't have to work too hard at, like, let's say you're getting a new home together and you both have your things, and it's like one of you says, okay, let's get rid of my dishes, let's keep your dishes, you know, something like that. And you're just like, oh, that's perfect because I actually like yours better. Or, you know what I mean? Something like that. It's just easy. It just flows. It's like every step of the way, it just flows. It just everything kind of falls into place. That's what I'm feeling with this card. You have the eel and iris with safety. I feel like that's why things just flow, because you're in a safe place. This is someone who is safe for you. You're safe with them. They're safe with you. I'm getting that a deeper friendship is being formed here. Now, we are talking about romance, but within the romance, right? Within the partnership, the romantic partnership, there's like a deeper connection, a deeper friendship, because, you know, clearly you hope that you're friends with your romantic partner. Obviously different friends than monogamous friends, but, you know, just that deeper connection, I feel, is what's happening here as things just kind of progress in a very natural manner. It deepens the sense of connection, friendship, safety, all of those things, okay? What else can you tell us for pile number 2, please? March 2025 love insights. Look, you have joy. I mean, this is what I've been saying. It's a sense of lightness, a sense of celebration, dancing. I keep seeing some kind of party or celebration. So maybe it's an engagement celebration. I'm telling you, some of you will be meeting somebody out and about at some kind of event, some kind of celebration. It could even be a concert. You know, some concert halls have like chandelier. It could be in the lobby and then you go to a concert, you know what, but there's something about a chandelier for some of you. It could be rain too. I just saw rain, and not rain as in raining on your parade, raining on the relationship. No, quite the opposite. It could be raining when you meet someone, okay? This person's going to bring so much joy to your life. There's so many things that are going to happen, like fun events, fun adventures that you're going on with this person. Really, it's just great things. like I said, with the friendship, it's like deepening that connection with this person. And it's just, this connection is going to grow and grow and grow into something so beautiful. Yeah, this makes a lot of sense. So you have impasse here. And what I feel with impasse is that there was a point in time where things weren't moving. Things weren't moving in your life. You weren't finding anybody. Remember what I told you with your Ascend card here? Out of the blue. Remember that? There was something about the color blue here that made me think, out of the blue, someone shows up, okay? You were at an impasse, but this is being removed because here you have impasse and here you have ascend. So you're ascending beyond the impasse, okay? Maybe you're already in a relationship. Maybe you were at an impasse in the relationship. You weren't sure how to move forward. Maybe you had to work through differences or you had to figure things out. Maybe you lived in different locations and you weren't sure how you were going to come together because you both have homes, you have different jobs, and you just weren't sure what was going to happen there. And with impasse and ascend, you're moving beyond any problems that you had. Adaptability. You're finding a way around this impasse. Something that's going to be safe for all of you, or for, you know, for both parties. And moving from a time of impasse into a time of joy. Let's look at your tarot cards. What else can you tell us for pile number 2, please? March 2025 love insights, please. Your very first tarot card is the Lover's card. There's definitely a connection. I just heard fate. Your spirit guides are bringing you two together, okay? Spirit guides are bringing you two together. You know what I'm seeing? I'm now in my mind, I'm seeing 2 staircases where you're both going on the staircase and you're kind of meeting like at the top. So definitely you could be meeting by random chance. It could be that you're meeting somebody where your paths are finally aligning. This could also mean that this impasse, you're finding solutions to this impasse, but there needs to be some kind of compromise, right? With the Lover's card, it could be some kind of compromise, but there is a solution. Okay, so if you're having difficulties right now trying to figure things out within a current relationship, just know that Spirit is working behind the scenes to make things work, to, you know, bring you the answers that you need to move forward. So definitely there is a strong connection developing here. The 5 of Swords. Yeah, so you have definitely there's something going on, or there was something going on with impasse, with 5 of Swords, but you're moving away from problems. So this could even be you working on things in your individual life. Maybe you had to work through things on a personal level before you could open yourself up to connect with someone else. What I see here, because that could also indicate the impasse. This impasse could be within yourself, within your personal life. You had to overcome something. So regardless of the situation, with the 5 of Swords, it's kind of like walking away from problems, like walking away. Maybe it had to be your way or the highway. Okay, maybe you were like, I can't move forward unless I have it my way, or the other person said that and you were at this impasse. And then finally at some point you were like, you know what, let's just compromise. Because remember with the Lover's card, I said there could be a compromise happening here, and then we get the 5 of Swords. So there could definitely be a compromise. Something, maybe one of you had to give up something. Maybe you both had to give up something in order to move forward and move beyond, right? And if this is a new relationship, then I feel like this was something on a personal level that had to be overcome. Maybe you needed to let go of a past relationship that was, you had your guard up because this past relationship was something that you don't want to repeat. Okay, so definitely there's safety coming in, because this is your safety card here, and it's right above Five of Swords. So, you know, this card doesn't really bring a sense of safety, does it? Probably not. But you have safety above it, and then you have these two people walking away from this situation that looks like it might be unsafe. So you're going into an easier time. The Three of Pentacles, exactly. You're going into an easier time. So here with the Five of Swords, there's definitely a sense of conflict. The Three of Pentacles means working together. Okay, so there's three people here in a sense of conflict. There's three people here and a sense of working together. It's communicating. It's saying, okay, there's a problem. Remember I talked about how for some of you, you might be living in different locations, or maybe you even live in the same city, but you met and maybe you both own your separate homes, or you have a lease on two different places and you really want to move in together and combine your finances. But how do you get out of the lease, or you have to sell your home, or where, do you want to get a separate house? Whatever it is, what I see happening here is discussion, looking at things, contemplating things, talking about compromises that can be made, and then moving forward. So there's a sense of there's a sense of no one's listening, it's my way or the highway, and here it's a sense of, oh, okay, let me look at things like that. Let me look at things from your perspective. So even if you're single and you kind of had to let your guard down a little bit, I see you doing that here, and I see you saying, oh, okay, well, yeah, maybe I am ready for a relationship. Okay, so there's definitely movement forward here. So we have the Tower card. Okay, some of you, I'm telling you, some of you are going to meet someone completely unexpectedly, and it's going to literally knock you off your feet. Okay, it's going to be like, wait a minute, I had this big wall up here. I didn't want to meet anybody. I don't think I'm ready for that, but it's happening. Okay. For others of you, I feel like this represents this impasse that we see with these two cards here, the Five of Swords and the impasse card. And then kind of like it's you can't stay at this impasse forever, right? You can't stay in the middle of the staircase forever. You either need to go back down or you need to go up. So it's like, okay, something needs to change here with this impasse. So no matter what scenario you're in, it's like you're either going to move forward or you're not. So are you going to let your guard down, or are you not going to talk to this person anymore? Are you going to compromise on something, or are you not going to compromise and you're going to continue to have conflict? Okay. The important thing that I'm seeing here is that you have safety and you have adaptability up here. So you have safety with the Tower card. You have safety with the Five of Swords. So there's safety in letting go of this impasse, because you can have an impasse with the Five of Swords as well. So you have kind of two impasse cards here. But with the Five of Swords, you see people walking away, and then the Tower card. So there is safety and adaptability in these changes that you may be presented with, these kind of surprises that may happen. Yeah, look, your very next card is the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune signifies positive changes, okay, things coming together. With everybody reading a book on the Wheel of Fortune, it's like figuring things out, finding that compromise. This could also indicate looking within yourself, right? The Tower card, breaking down those walls and allowing someone to come in, someone that's going to have a positive impact on your life. So there's definitely positive changes coming up, as long as you let go of, maybe some of you have been stubborn. let go of that, see someone else's perspective, or let someone in. So because someone who's coming in is very positive, okay, they're going to bring a lot of joy to your life. So it's up to you whether you want to let them in or not, but Spirit is saying that if you do, it's going to be a very positive experience. Then we have the Nine of Pentacles. So with the Nine of Pentacles, I'm feeling like this is definitely something that's has long-term potential, okay? Definitely there's loyalty here. So you have the dog, right? So someone coming into your life is going to be very loyal, very loving, very protective, okay? Remember, you have safety here. So there's a sense of a deep connection, very deep connection, okay? There's also a good sense of communication. I think that you two may have your differeres, but I feel like with the Three of Pentacles and the situation that we see here with this card, I feel like there's potential for great communication within this this relationship. So if you're just meeting someone new, it's very important to keep that communication open so that you don't get to the point of an impasse or the Five of Swords, okay? So communication, compromise are very important. And I feel like if you have that, and once you learn how to incorporate those into this connection, it's going to take you to the Nine of Wands. You know, this could be a lifelong commitment that you have with this person. I feel like you're both wanting something that is long-term, okay? You both want loyalty, you want respect. You know, of course, that's, you know, what you would be looking for, right? But I'm saying that the other person is on that same page, okay? So we have the Ace of Wands. Yeah, there's definitely new potential, new possibilities. There's definitely attraction here. Definitely could be meeting someone out of the blue by surprise. For some of you, I got blind date. Someone might be setting you up with someone, okay? And so I feel that on first glance, you're going to be attracted to this person, but there's so much more that you want to explore with this person. It's like you want to know everything about them. And I feel like you will have the opportunity to get to know someone on a much deeper level. We have the Temperance card. So there's a lot of balance, healing, growth. So with the Temperance card being below the Five of Swords, for those of you who had kind of an impasse or a lack of communication or something like that, it's definitely possible for you to rise above those problems. I'm feeling like no matter what your scenario is, you are a perfect pairing. You're a great balance. You have your differences, but you go together so well. And really, I'm feeling like the only potential problems that I'm seeing right now, you know, of course, going forward, you could have other problems, but right now I'm seeing that one or both of you might need to just keep your ego in check. So what's more important to you? Is it more important for you to win an argument, or is it more important for you to work through the argument, right? Because what I'm seeing here with the Temperance card is that you can absolutely do that. But the compromise might be that you need to say, okay, I'm going to win some arguments, and sometimes you're going to win some arguments, right? So that's really the only thing that I'm seeing here that could cause this kind of impasse, other than if you're trying to work through like logistic issues that you might have with this person. But with the Temperance card, absolutely you're going to work through that. Okay, absolutely. With the Temperance card, it's definitely possible. It might take you a little bit of time to find the right answers, but you're going to do it. we have the Two of Cups. See, you have the Two of Cups and you have the Lover's card. So definitely, it was this pile, wasn't it? When I was talking about that, the friendship. Sorry, sometimes I get so involved in the reading. I guess sometimes I'm not sure if I said it in this pile or a previous pile. Okay, regardless, you know, I do see that this deepening of this connection, but it's a friendship. It's a deep, deep connection, a friendship that's growing and growing and growing. I mean, really, you have the Lovers, Temperance, and the Two of Cups here. So there's just this great connection between the two of you. Definitely, I feel like there's some things that you may think differently on or think differently about. But it's like once you talk and you hear the other person's perspective, it doesn't seem to be that big of a deal anymore. And it's like, instead of your differences or your issues being a problem, like in the Five of Swords here, it's almost like you celebrate your differences and you come together and you're even stronger than you were before, because you do have these differences of opinion or something like that. But because you've worked through that, it's like you're even stronger now. Okay. So I feel that this person is someone you can really, really go through all the different phases of life with. You know, as I'm seeing these stairs as like different phases throughout your life. And I feel like it would be very, what's the word I'm trying to think of? I keep thinking like very prosperous, but it's like very abundant. That's the word I'm looking for. Like just this great abundance that you could have with this person. So we have the King of Pentacles. This is a partnership, a relationship that can absolutely last a lifetime. This could be your life partner, your soulmate, your future spouse. You know, putting in the hard work. With putting in the hard work, you'll be able to fix anything that may come up in your relationship. I feel like you're both very, very committed, or you will be very committed to working hard, to building a life together, and to hold on one second. There's something that's coming through here and I'm trying to see what it is. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, it's just working really hard to maintain like passion in the relationship, to maintain the stability and the strength, working through any differences that might throw off and make you feel unstable for a time, right? So I'm feeling like that's where we're getting safety and adaptability coming back in here with the King of Pentacles, because the King of Pentacles is safe, okay? The King of Pentacles can be adaptable to like plans, right? Because they want their plans to have a strong foundation, and they're going to do whatever it takes to create that strong foundation and to keep that strong foundation. Okay. The King of Pentacles likes to win. So this person is going to want to, in your relationship as a whole, both of you are going to want to do whatever it takes to keep this relationship going. The Chariot card, yeah. I mean, you have the King of Pentacles and the Chariot card. You're in it for the long haul. This is definitely a partnership. The King of Pentacles and the Chariot are very similar in some instances. You know, going forward, working through the difficult times, celebrating the good times, never giving up, being a united front. Okay, so definitely, I feel like you both have pretty strong personalities, and that could be why you have the impasse card here, because sometimes, remember I mentioned the ego could come in and you're like, nope, I'm right. I don't care what you have to say, I'm right. And it's kind of like putting that ego aside with the Five of Swords and saying, okay, sometimes I'm right, sometimes you're right. Okay, very strong personalities here. So just keep that in mind, that it's definitely possible for you to move forward, but you need to keep those egos in check. And that means both of you, not just you and not just that person. So here we have the Knight of Swords. With the Knight of Swords, yeah, this is what I was just saying. There's a lot of passion here. There's a lot of very strong emotions here. And because you're both very strong personalities, very strong personalities. But what's important is to reel it back in anytime you start to have the slightest bit of impasse, the slightest bit of difficulty. Reel it in, slow things down. Do you see here how the wind is like moving these trees, right? You can see the storm coming in. And when this happens, you can both get a very sharp tongue, okay? You can both say things that you don't mean in the heat of the moment. You can both, you know, be the Five of Swords energy, I feel. So just keep that in check. You know, the Knight of Swords, sometimes we're going, and we're going so fast that we can miss things. So that's really, you know, the only thing that I'm seeing here that Spirit wants you to be aware of is to, let's say you're in a heated argument. Just stop, okay? Just stop, calm down, come back later when you can say, okay. You can come to the Three of Pentacles, you're calm, and you may not like it, but you're hearing the other person's perspective, okay? And then you can say, okay, sometimes I'm right, sometimes you're right. And you can let go of this impasse, because aside from that, I mean, look at all of this amazing energy that you have here. That's really the only thing I feel that could create discord, is not listening to the other person and not compromising. I mean, look at this Joy card. There's so much joy and positivity here. This is a fabulous connection. So just keep that in mind. And that is your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe. And if you ever want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is linked below. Thank you so much for watching. Hello, pile number 3. You have the yellow flower, and this is your card. So you have birth, and you have this rainbow here. I feel like you're about to go into a new phase of your life. I feel like there's definitely potential for you to start something new with someone here. And then, you know, you have all the flowers here, and then you have your flower here. There seems to be a lot of growth and a lot of connection. It's like coming out of the water, something really significant that is about to happen. This could also mean a literal birth, okay? So you might be going into a new phase of your life with a child being born. Definitely there's something new that's happening, okay? Something new that's arriving in your life, something that you're absolutely going to celebrate. Also, I feel like this could also indicate hard work that's paying off. So like, you know, tending to the garden, and then you have all these flowers blooming. So it could definitely be that you are maybe you put a lot of hard work into a relationship, and you're like in March seeing things grow, seeing things kind of come to life, seeing your hard work paying off within the relationship. So let's look at your other cards and see what's going on here. What else can you tell us for pile number 3, please? We're looking at March 2025 love insights. The wolf and rosehip with guardianship. Yeah. So I feel like this is definitely something that you are wanting to guard, wanting to protect. Just like, you know, if you give birth, or if you have a child, right, you're definitely going to guard that child, right? You're definitely going to be protective of this. So it definitely seems like there's something going on here that you've worked very hard for. So this could be, maybe you worked hard on yourself. Maybe you worked on correcting things that you didn't like about yourself. And now that you're ready for a relationship, you're very particular about who you allow to come into your life, you know. So it could be something like that, where you're pretty protective of your energy, but someone new is coming in. So it could also be that maybe you've worked through some differences in your current relationship and you're doing really great, and now you're being protective of that new space that you've created together. You have sheep and blackberry with devotion. See, this is the energy that I was getting with the guardianship. Okay, so it's not possessive with guardianship, it's protective and devotion. So definitely it's a sense of being protective of what you've worked so hard for in this relationship, or being protective of your own energy. You know, if you've kind of leveled up your life and you're being very protective as far as who you let in, okay? If that's what's going on here, then Spirit says that this person is safe, okay? This person will be devoted to you. This person is a safe place. Also, this is number 5, which makes me think of the Hierophant in the tarot deck. So this could definitely be someone who is marriage-minded, someone who is going to be faithful to you and protective of you in your relationship, and, you know, all of those things that you hope for when you're meeting someone and you feel that you have a special connection with them. This person will be devoted to you and your relationship, or is already, if you already know this person. What else can you tell us for pile number 3, please? We're looking at March 2025 love insights, please. Excuse me. So we have abundance. What I feel with this card is that it's kind of like two people are looking for something and they're not sure where it is, but then they strike gold and they find it. Okay. So I'm feeling like you're walking into abundance. You're finding your missing piece. I feel like two people are finding their missing piece here. That's how I feel with this card. If you're already in a relationship, you both may have been feeling disconnected on some level. But I feel, because remember I said this birth card could indicate hard work. Excuse me. Like when I saw the flowers here, and it's like you have to tend to the garden, you have to tend to the flowers, make sure that they have, you know, the sun and the water and the nutrients, all that. And so it's like, if you're already in a relationship and you are feeling disconnected, you're finding common ground. You're going to come back to being like connected, and you're going to feel protective and devoted to this connection again, if you did have like a disconnect. So here you have perception. Very interesting. Your perspective is changing on something. For those of you who were very protective of your space and your energy and your time, and then you meet someone, okay, your perception of what you want is going to be changing. So maybe you were like, no, I'm happy by myself, I don't want to meet anybody. And then all of a sudden you meet someone and you're feeling very guarded at first. What I see here is that perception of what you want is changing, it's transforming, and you transforming into being very devoted to this person instead of having your guard up, okay? If you've had difficulties in your relationship, because you see how up here these two people are looking for something and they're not sure where it is or how to find it, but it's right here. Okay, so a different perspective could absolutely help you if you're already in a relationship and maybe you've had difficulties, maybe you weren't seeing eye to eye. A different perspective can bring you change. Look at, you have 2 butterflies here. So there's definitely a sign of transformation, a sign of growth, and birth of a new cycle, birth of a new era, a new phase in your life, whether you're single, meeting somebody, or already in a relationship and kind of moving into a new phase. Okay, let's get your tarot cards. What else can you tell us for pile number 3, please? We're looking at March 2025 love insights, please. So here you have the 10 of Swords. So a time of feeling alone is coming to an end. Okay. There's something, you know, because the 10 of Swords is guardianship, or is below guardianship. So it takes me back to when I said that some of you are feeling very protective of your energy. But this new person coming in, well, okay, the reason why you're protective of your energy is because it can be something that happened in your past, within a past relationship, or something that happened in your personal life in the past that made you feel really guarded. So, you know, maybe the way you've seen relationships come to an end with other people, and you're like, no, I don't want that. I don't want to be in a relationship. Or maybe you had to go through some personal hardships, and because of that, you're very guarded. So whatever it is, what I see here is that coming to an end. Okay, this 10 means the end of a cycle. You're about to go into something else. So you see you have number 10 and then you have number 1. So this is coming to an end. Okay, and what you're walking into is a new cycle, abundance, a change in perception, and devotion to someone. Yeah, this makes a lot of sense. The Queen of Swords. So you're definitely changing, okay, changing perspective, letting your guard down a little bit. Still be, I see your energy as very direct and very guarded at first, but I see that melting into this cute little sheep here, okay? I see your energy going from being a little overly protective to melting into this sheep if you're single, okay? If you're already in a relationship, what I see happening with this disconnect here that probably created a level of pain with the 10 of Swords, this is coming to an end. So it's like getting a different perspective and softening any kind of animosity that may have arisen in this situation if you're already in a relationship, okay? So you have the 2 butterflies here, so we're transforming, or you are transforming any kind of animosity into understanding, communication, okay? And like calming the chaos and going into a new phase of this relationship. Here we have the Wheel. So with the Wheel of Fortune, things are changing. Your life is changing. You're going into a new phase. Remember, you have the Birth card here, so there's definitely changes that are happening for you. Going into a new phase. Hard work is paying off. Literally going from this state of confusion up here to gaining a different perspective, understanding the other person's point of view, and then getting this abundance that you're looking for. So things are changing, okay? You have 2 10s here. 10 of Swords, and the Wheel is 10 also. And then you have the Birth card. So it's like you are ready to leave the past behind, and you're ready to go into something new. There's a sense of excitement about what this new phase is going to bring into your life. So a new phase with someone you've been with, or this new phase of letting someone come into your life, allowing someone to come in. We have the Ace of Swords. So definitely, let me look at this card. Oh, okay, that's a little bee up there. There's new communication, there's understanding, there's coming together with someone. Do you see how this greenery here, I'm trying to think what that's called and I can't think of it. So anyway, that doesn't matter. But do you see how it's tied together here? So you're definitely coming together. There could be compromise. There could be a greater understanding of what you want moving forward. Okay, so let's say you had your walls up and you were single and you had a bad experience in a past relationship, and you're like, no, I don't want to be in a relationship again. And then you find someone unexpectedly, and you really kind of develop this great sense of connection with this person. I think intellectually, there are similarities between you and this other person. You just get each other, okay? You get each other on a level that you haven't experienced before. It's quite the opposite of what happened in the past for some of you. For others of you who had a little bit of a disconnect here, what I'm seeing with the Queen of Swords and the Ace of Swords is greater communication, kind of cutting through any problems that you may have had and communicating, seeing each other's perspective and working through those problems. Yeah, absolutely. So you have the Judgment card. So you have a lot of cards here that are indicating a new phase. The aces always indicate something new happening. Obviously, birth indicates something new happening. The Judgment card indicates something new happening. You have rebirth in this card. You have the phoenix rising from the ashes. You have a great awakening seems to be happening here, right? There's so much growth here. There's also, right, a different perspective. Seeing things from a different perspective, a second chance, you know, all of these things happening here with this Judgment card. So it's like, it's different. Okay, it's different. So if you're going into a new relationship, it's different than something in the past that was very painful. This new relationship, this person is very devoted and very protective of you and your relationship. Any issues that you had up here, those are fading away. All you need to do is get a different perspective, really communicate. I'm feeling like communication is key here, whether you're just meeting someone or whether you're already in a relationship. You need to communicate so that the other person knows where you're coming from. If you're very guarded and you don't want to let anybody in because you've healed yourself, it's important that you tell this other person that so that they can make sure that you feel safe, right? So communication, I'm getting that is really key to this connection that's happening here. Okay, so we have the Ace of Wands. So you have a lot of new beginnings here. I'm feeling like this person, there's definitely something going on intellectually with this person. You really, really connect with this person on an intellectual level. So, you know, great conversation. And I think that you're going to think that is very, very attractive. Okay. This person and both of you may be very intelligent, or maybe the other person is very intelligent, or maybe you're both very, very educated in your certain area of expertise, and maybe you throw ideas back and forth and you're talking about your careers, or you're talking about anything you like to talk about, science, whatever it is, and you just get into that conversation, and it just, kind of feeds your energy, and it's, very kind of like this back and forth energy. And so I'm definitely seeing that there is a spark here. There's a definite attraction here. And there's great possibility for transformation here. Huge, like life-changing. Okay, so definitely you could be meeting your life partner, your soulmate, your future spouse. And also definitely if you've had any issues in a current relationship, which we see here and possibly here with the Ten of Swords, it's absolutely possible to work through those issues and renew that sense of passion, that sense of connection that you have with this person. We have the Three of Cups. So there's a celebration that you're going to have with this person. So this could be celebrating, the birth of a child. This could be celebrating someone offering something to you. Do you see someone here, the hand in the clouds with the flowers? So this could be an engagement. This could be, bringing your two lives together and celebrating that. It could be celebrating that you overcome these issues that we saw up there. So celebrate this new phase of your life, this new person, this new energy. There's definitely a lot to celebrate here. And I feel like that this connection is worthwhile. I feel like there's a lot of emotional balance, happiness, growth, kind of all of those things that are possible here, okay? And if you are in the group of people watching this who was a little bit guarded, because I feel like you've done some healing from something in the past, and now you're protective of your energy, rightly so. But I feel like there's going to be something that this person says, or probably more so than that, the way they act, they're going to be showing you that you can trust them, showing you that your healed energy is safe with them, okay? So that's what I'm seeing with the Three of Cups. What else? The Seven of Cups. This person is different, okay? This person's different from anyone that you have met before. Your relationship will be different with this person than any relationship you've had in the past. And I feel that, I really feel that any problems that you may have, you can overcome those problems. It comes down to communication with you and expressing what you need to express. So talking right away. If something happens that's upsetting, talking about it right away. Being devoted to this connection and to making sure that you don't have this disconnect here, right? Always making sure that you see the other person's perspective, always making sure that you're not making up scenarios in your mind, right? So let's say you have what you perceive to be a miscommunication, and instead of talking about it, you carry that on for weeks and weeks and weeks, thinking this person meant something when they really didn't mean that. And this whole time it's building and building and building this animosity. And then in the end, it comes out that that's not what they meant at all. So if you would have just said that right away, you could have avoided, bigger issues. So definitely communication is important here, but there is so much to celebrate with this person. I feel like there's so many things that you will be doing with this person. It's like when I look at this card, I see you tending to your dreams. I see you making your dreams come true with this person in all different areas of your life. Look at all these 7 cups here. And it's kind of like you can create the life that you want with this person. Like all your dreams can come true with this person. It's just going to take a little bit of effort and communication. We have the Star card. Yeah, absolutely. Didn't I just say something about your dreams coming true with this person? Everything that you want can come true with this person. I feel like there are so many things that you want to do with this person. It's almost like you want to do them all at once. Obviously, you can't do that, but it's like I see you making plans. I see you feeling safe, protected, and your energy is safe and protected, right? Because with this birth card, See, let's look at these two together. You see how serene and peaceful this birth card is? It's like, I'm feeling renewed, I'm feeling happy, I'm feeling healthy, I'm feeling like I've gotten over things in the past, the Ten of Swords that were really hurtful. And now here with the Star card, you're in a relationship with somebody here, and look, you have the same kind of energy. Do you see what I'm saying with these two cards? It's like you're able to keep your individuality with this person. This person will cherish who you are. This person will accept you for who you are. This person will respect and protect the healing that you've gone through in the past. So this will be a very safe place for you. Of course, we always want that in a relationship, but sometimes that's not what we end up getting, right? But you're going to get it here. It's definitely going to be different than any relationship you've had in the past. And I feel like you're both putting in equal effort here. So there's definitely, with the fire here, like right above the third eye or right at the third eye, it's like taking me back to the Judgment card, seeing things differently, getting a new perspective on things, letting go of how you perceived things in the past, because this time is different. Okay, so here we have the Page of Swords. Yeah, wasn't I just talking about a different perspective, seeing things differently? Absolutely. The ideas that you have regarding things you want to do in a relationship, things you want to do with someone, you know, this life that you want with someone, I feel that it's almost like those are resurfacing, or they're surfacing with the Birth card and the Page of Swords. It's like, it's kind of like, oh wow, you're the person that I can do all of these things with. Remember I was talking about how you're both very intellectual, you have great conversations, you could probably talk all night and never get bored, never run out of things to say. It's like something about that, it's very, very like intellectually stimulating with this person. There's a lot of things that you will talk about, and you say, oh, me too, and yeah, I want to do that, and then you're like, oh, I never thought about that, but yeah, let's do that too. So all these ideas, all these plans that you have that you want to pursue with this person, there's definitely a lot of new thoughts, new cycles, new things happening here. We have the Nine of Pentacles. So this is definitely a relationship that can be long-term, okay? I feel like you both might be successful in your own worlds, okay? Like individually in your own lives. And then because there's something about your intellect, which could definitely be tied to your career. So I feel like you're both successful. And now it's time for something more. Okay, so maybe you went through a difficult time here. Maybe this other person has been really focused on their career, and now it's time for you to come together, and because you both want something new in your life, okay? Maybe you or this person, maybe you want to work a little bit less. Maybe you want to have more of a work-life balance. You want more time to spend with someone special. Whatever it is, I see this is definitely something that can last a very long time. Something where you can find this great abundance that you've been looking for. Okay, putting in any kind of hard work that you need to, you know, to tend to this relationship. I definitely see that this has, you know, long-term potential. And then we have the Eight of Coins, absolutely. And with the Eight of Coins, there are the scales of justice here. So as I was saying with the Nine of Coins, this definitely has long-term potential. Definitely with the scales of justice, this could be marriage. Okay, absolutely marriage, a long-term commitment, things coming together, hard work to keep this relationship alive. There's definitely with the Pentacles, a sense of devotion, a sense of both of you. So you have the Nine of Coins and the Eight of Coins. So I feel like this is both of you here putting in this hard work, being protective of what you've built together, and being very, very devoted, very dedicated to your relationship and doing what it takes to keep that relationship going, especially your communication here. And like I said, with the Seven of Cups here, tending to each other's needs, tending to each other's hopes and dreams, and really working together to make your hopes and dreams happen individually and then as a couple. So yeah, there's a lot of exciting things happening for you in March. A really strong connection, I feel, is happening for you. That is your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe. If you ever want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is linked below. Thank you so much for watching.